Yep, we're on.
Is it for real?
Yeah.
All right. Hi, everybody. Today is Saturday, June 10th, 2023, and this is episode number 24 of Running with Scissors, Stitching with Jane and Julie. I'm Jane.
And I'm Julie. How silly is this? Thank you, Catherine, for making a shirt.
Thank you, Catherine.
We can reintroduce us to you, since this is our 1 year anniversary on Flosstube.
Yes. There are lots of things to celebrate this episode. There's the 1 year anniversary of Flosstube. It's Julie's birthday month.
That it is.
And she's heading into an even year. So nothing but good things to come out of that. We hit the 4,000 subscriber.
Big time.
Yeah, thank you so much. Unbelievable.
Thank you.
And we have an exciting announcement for some Running with Scissors merchandise that we did as a collaboration
with our friend
and loyal viewer,
Catherine.
Better known as I Got You Designs.
Oh, we've just had so much fun this year, and Jane and I have been kind of reflecting on it, but it is what it is. Every episode is how it turns out. This is our second start, because I told Jane, this doesn't seem to be as difficult starting and setting up. I think after a year we're getting used to it. We sit down and the camera wouldn't go on.
Like you jinxed it. Here we go.
So let's get started. Jane, did you have time to stitch? Because once again, I haven't talked to you, and I don't know what she stitched on, so it'll be a fun show for
We'll figure it out together. Well, Julie, once again, thank you so much for asking.
You're welcome, dear.
I did not do a lot of stitching, but I do have a few things, so I will share.
Yes, please.
Okie dokie. I did work a little bit further on. This is Spring Moon by Plum Street Samplers. And did you see there are 2 more releases coming from Plum Street?
I did.
Mini Moon and Summer Moon.
Yes, you
Add
sent
to
me
cart.
one of them. Yeah.
Add to cart.
With that same adorable rabbit on there. Oh my gosh.
And I am doing this on 32 count Steinbeck from Needle and Flax. And I'm using all of the called for fancy floss. And here,
that board, you've got the board.
Got a board. Pardon the thread. This is my tribute to Sarah. Hi, Sarah.
Hi, Sarah.
And here's my progress.
Wow, you did really well.
Yeah, so I finished the tulip and I did some of this grass work down here and then started the big flower on the top. I think last time we just had the rabbit and maybe the top of the tulip.
Yes. Very good. Very good.
Yeah. And I like it so much better on this fabric, so that's a happy thing. And so far, I'm doing it on 32 count, 1 strand over 2 fabric threads. And so far, I really like the coverage.
You're happy with the coverage?
Yeah, I think with some of the 32 count, especially when they're hand dyed, the weave tightens just enough for the 1 strand to be really good coverage. Sorry, y'all, I have to put this stuff away because I just have to put it away.
Don't apologize.
Okay, I'm gonna save this. Sorry, everybody. And I'm gonna save this. And I did a little more work on Goodness and Grace by Shepherd's Bush. And this is a kit, so I'm using the kit fabric and all the called for silk and cotton that came in the kit. And here.
Oh, wow.
Here's my progress.
Look at that.
Yep. So I got some of the house done. I got the fence on the bottom.
I liked it the way it was. Just the basket,
Yeah.
But now that you're adding the little house and prairie down below, it's
cool,
just charming.
Yeah, and
It's
I can't
just
wait to
charming.
do the blue flower because my favorite color is blue.
Where's the blue flower? Oh, in
Yep.
the basket. I was focused
The
in
blue
on the
flowers
heart.
down right here on the bottom.
Way cool.
So that's that. Oh, so
Fun.
much fun. Such a fun stitch. And then I continued my love affair with Modern Folk Embroidery, IAB 1817, also known as the Rosebush Sampler, also known as the Saltbox Sampler. Hi, Carol.
Hi, Carol. That cracks me up. She says, oh, I worked on the soapbox sampler. Can't wait to see. I knew exactly what she was talking about.
And here's my progress.
Oh my goodness. Look at how speechless.
I've seen a couple of folks on Instagram that have finished it, and it's just...
So those are birds?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Love it.
And I'm doing this on 36 count Tephra from Cedar River Linen and Design. And I'm using the Roxy Flossco floss pack.
Beautiful.
Available on the Evertotes website.
That is just stunning. I can't wait till later where I can really look at it.
And then, believe it or not, I have 2 new starts. I'm up to 17 whips now.
Your first
What is
mistake
wrong?
Don't count them. Step away from the
Oh, getting a rash, I think,
from the
from the
calculator.
hives. Oh my god. This is Shepherd's Bush Sail Away.
You said you weren't going to start that till you finished something big. I love how you are a woman of your word.
I'm a liar. I can't help myself.
Oh. Oh. Is that the one that you gifted me as well?
Yes.
This isn't a stitch along, is it? Because I'm not ready to.
Oh.
Because
I'll just get started and it'll be squirrel and I'll be on to something else. I made the mistake of going through my bush baskets and taking out all my patriotic charts and kits from Shepherd's Bush, and it crammed a project bag full. And now at night they're like, oh, some of these are kind of small. You could probably finish it before morning. Oh my god.
So you're going through and you came up with Sail Away. That's not even patriotic. You were squirreled.
Well, I started Sail Away before I went through the bush
before
baskets.
you went through the baskets.
That's my story.
No.
And then here's
Just
my
stick
progress.
it to it. And I wasn't
It's
here,
just
so
a
I
small-
can't even
You can't
verify.
testify.
Oh.
There were no witnesses. So yeah, that's my
Oh,
start.
look at the swirl. Oh,
Yeah.
Well, I gotta start it just because
Swirl
it's got a
is
swirl.
life. The swirls are life.
Look
And-
at the wreath. I'm sorry, I just gotta show this again. Just see if I can get it.
And the verse is so beautiful. I think of all the parents out there, family members that have sent folks off.
Say the verse.
Sure.
Because I had a little trouble reading.
Sail away, my dear one, upon a lapis sea, but if the winds be restless, come back again to me. Love it.
I do too.
And transitioning, taking a detour into Delightful Deliveries. Look at that.
Oh my God.
Another
Blue
Buckleberry
and-
quilt bag. Thank you, Judy.
Judy, you do beautiful work. Oh, that is so Norwegian is what I think of Tom's mom with the blue and the yellow.
Yeah,
Like
I
that?
love it. 2 of my favorite colors. I had to have it. So that's that.
Show it again during Delightful Delivery.
Okay.
So.
And then I have another new start. And this is difficult to get out of the bag. This is Yellow Submarine by Blackbird Designs. And I am doing this on 36 count Summer Storm by Seraphim. And I am using a combination of DMC and Fancy Floss. So it calls for Fancy Floss, but it provides a DMC conversion. So wherever there was one and only one DMC color listed next to the Fancy Floss, I'm using the DMC. if the DMC conversion called for you to blend 2 different colors of floss, because I'm stitching it on 36 count using only 1, then that's where I chose to use the fancy floss.
Okay.
So it's a combination of fancy floss and DMC.
Okay.
And
I was going to say, where's the piece? It's not in the bag.
Let me
It must
see
be on a
what's in
screw. Hello, hello. Oh,
And
seriously.
here's my progress. I love the fabric. I couldn't be happier
Wow.
with the fabric.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's a small start, but so much fun.
Swirls.
And I think the good news is that the design will probably come to about here. So
Oh.
I'll have enough fabric to stitch it again for me if I want to.
Oh, because it's rolled up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's rolled up.
And you don't have to move the scroll.
No,
The Q
no.
snaps.
It fits on 11 by 11 Q snaps, which I'm finding are kind of my jam. So yeah.
Well, don't put that away too far. I mean, do you have something else to show? I'm not rushing you.
I have nothing else to show.
You know what?
Those are my. I do have a little bit of progress on Sophie to show later when we get to Hardinger.
And some finishes. And I told Jane my hair was blooping out in the last video. Well, now when you spray it with hairspray, your bloop.
Your
can't-
bloop is stuck.
Yeah, it's permanent. So, and the whole
Oh,
opposite
I was
thing.
just aiming there for a minute.
And, but the thing is look at the font like.
I'm just plain Jane,
And I'm swirly.
and she's
I'm a
swirly
swirly
Julie,
girl. So.
because she likes those whoop.
I know. So Catherine's like, I said, make hers just a plain Jane font. I think she did a good job.
Oh, it's perfect.
She says they're a little crooked, Mom, but you kind of just slap a name tag on anyways.
Yeah.
It's fun.
And I have bed hair again today, so look, everybody.
Ooh, what is
Running with
that?
scissors hat.
Oh, much fun.
Oh, more to
And maybe we could take a drink. Are you thirsty?
I'm parched.
Very parched. I think we should take a drink. Never thought of it. Don't stab yourself with the needle. It is.
Tastes
can you
extra
see?
good.
Running with scissors. Don't spill it. Stitching with Jane and Julie.
That's us.
Yes, it is. Kind of fun.
So
It was so
exciting.
fun.
So
Stay
exciting.
tuned.
Yes. There's
Um,
more.
yeah.
Well,
So
let
did
me
you have
check.
anything else?
Well, let me
Oh,
check.
she has a list.
No, nothing else. That's it for me.
Oh, look, when I got up, I didn't move my table back over. Okay.
Don't go, Julie. Come back.
Since you still have your
Yes.
yellow submarine out,
Yes.
since she said she was going to start it and that was going to be a stitch along, I thought I better hurry up. It'll be a stitch later. I chose. I didn't write it down.
Well, it's a
It's
beautiful.
blue. What it's 32 count. Blue. I'll have to figure it out and put it in the show notes. But it's much darker than
Yeah.
hers. Okay.
Much closer to
the pattern.
Yeah.
But it was in my stash, so that was a good thing to have the stash. And Jane got us these little yellow submarine.
Mad for minders on Etsy, and I'll link her below.
Isn't
is
that
where
cool?
I got the needle minder. Yeah.
So I pulled the called for fibers. And Jane, I thought you said you changed the yellow. Did
I'm
you?
using the DMC for the yellow instead of the fancy floss for
Okay,
yellow.
so what color did you choose for DMC?
728 and 3821 is
Okay.
what I chose.
Well, because look at this is what I wanted to show today. This is
Here,
what.
I'll take mine off the ring.
Okay. Why is mine peachy? Because that's what I wanted to. So here's. Oh no! Here's the difference. I could have taken mine off, but I'm not going to. So here's the difference.
It'll be really great to see how they look.
Or do I want to change to be like you? Do I want
no,
to?
Because if you look, here, this is peachier than mine are.
Yeah, but I like your combo. Oh, so I'm going to be like on my own?
You're incredibly brave, Julie. You can do it.
No, I don't know. It might be 2023, but I'm old.
But you're heading into an even year.
I know, and boy, has my family ever brought that up. What happened to 22? Well, Catherine did. What happened to 2023? And I'm like, I'm not on camera. Go get it.
Let's be real.
Yeah, I can only bend so far.
Straighten your hair. It's really bugging me. Yeah. This is what ended up being
your color palette.
My color palette.
And this is my color palette. And I am going to choose one of the greens here because I didn't have the overdyed. So I guess I'll take one for the team and I'll stitch in what they're called for. And they'll both be beautiful.
You're so good to us that you would lower yourself.
No, it's not low.
To stitching with the called for fancy flosses.
There are rules.
You really are good to us, Julie.
Oh, now you made me feel bad. Okay, so
sorry.
It was
You
really.
know what might make you feel better?
What? Cake. We're gonna before I get to my whips and pips and
Your
mystery things, we got a new little segment we might introduce from time to time called
Delightful Desserts.
Delightful Desserts. Since last episode I said I was going to make oatmeal cake. I did.
Oh.
Again, I did it for you. This is the oatmeal cake.
I'm surprised you can hold the plate, y'all. It's a dense, heavy cake.
I gave her the pan when I walked in and she'd hold it with both hands.
And then I hugged it and wouldn't let it go.
You know. So this is just the stunt piece. Believe me.
Where's your fork?
Oh, I didn't even bring one. I thought you were just going to taste test it. Cause
I have to eat this whole thing by myself?
No, you can just take a taste. I had a piece last night because I had to make sure it was edible.
Take a taste.
But what I did is, it's my mom's recipe, which is, now remember this is a stitching show, but I've had a lot of people...
Shh. Nobody talk. Somebody hold me.
Are you okay? You're such a silly girl.
I think I'm okay.
I think we had a lot of people in the comments and people had contacted me to share the recipe. I know it's a stitching program, but let me tell you, this cake is really good. And it's probably...
Well, I've only had one bite, so I should probably try it again.
It's probably from the Better Homes and Garden Red Checked Cookbook. Oh, that's over there on your shelf. But to our family, it's Mom's Oatmeal Cake, or my mom's name was Arlen, and on the recipe card it says Grandma Arlen's Cake. So what I did...
Why are there still people talking?
Because the show must go on. So what I did is I typed out the recipe, and I'll hold it up for a screenshot, but I'm going to put it on Instagram so you can have it. But here is the recipe. And there is a tiny little story that goes with this that makes me giggle every single time I even think about making the cake. Now, it was probably like 55 years ago. I was a 6 or 7 year old. It's a math thing, so I don't know how old I really was. But my mom, there was a death in the neighborhood, and my mom was back then they would bring food to the family and everybody. So my mom was doing the call list to get the food. So she had made this oatmeal cake and she put it in the oven, and no doubt the little crank up dinger dinged, and she tested it because it needs to be baked till toothpick clean. So she must left it in a little bit longer. And with all the phone calls and chatting, I think it was probably in the oven for 2.5 hours. Just to show you how moist and dense this cake is, it didn't even burn. It just cooked, just baked all the way through. And she couldn't get it out of the pan. So silly, my mom was silly. She put it out in the backyard under the tree for the birds and squirrels to eat. But it rained that night.
Oh no!
So this cake absorbed all this water, and she was sitting there having her morning cup of coffee, and a little bird perched on the edge of the 9x13 pan and was pecking away, and when it went to fly off, it only went about a foot before it hit the ground. And then it would like muster up its strength, and it would go like another 2 feet, and it would stop. And it just limped its way all across the backyard till it made it to the chain link fence and just kind of wobbled.
And then did it lean against the chain link fence and unbutton its pants? Just like
your little robin stitched piece, has little trousers. But every time I think about making this cake, that's what I think of as that story. So.
The way I can best describe it is, the cake itself kind of reminds me of carrot cake, but not. And the spices, the flavor is just very warm, and like Julie says, it's like a memory.
It's a memory. It tastes like a memory to me.
And then the frosting, I told Julie, I'd eat it on salad and mashed potatoes. Who needs gravy? Just make a divot in there. Or fill a big bowl with the frosting and just get a package of graham crackers.
The frosting is
drunken sailor it.
The frosting is very nondescript. And when you see the ingredients, you're like, ew. But it takes on the flavor. Now, this cake, I think, back in the day, had a broiled coconut walnut.
Don't look at me.
Topping on it, you know. But this I use this frosting will be on my birthday cake, on my chocolate chip cake. And it kind of reminds me of a mild filling that's in the Hostess cupcake.
But less marshmallow.
Or less sweet. It's just amazing. It's just rather amazing. I could use another word, but I won't. So this will be on Instagram, and for those of you who were wondering. And you said spices. It only has cinnamon and vanilla.
I could have sworn that it tastes like there could be nutmeg and cloves in it.
No.
Maybe a little ginger.
And Catherine, who's highly allergic to cinnamon, said, "Did you save me a piece?" And I'm like, "You're allergic to it." She goes, "I think I'm going to try it. It's worth the risk." So she'll come over with her EpiPen.
If she can't handle it, I'll pick up the slack for her, I guess.
Okay, now back to our regularly scheduled program. I gardened. You have to. You just have to garden. Otherwise, your plants are all going to die, and why did you spend all that loads of money? So I had 4 days of gardening, and we're doing some re-landscaping. So I was so exhausted, I didn't stitch very much in the evening for a few days, and I was really sad. And I don't like to be sad. I didn't stitch on Come Said the Wind. It was just too daunting to even have to pick it up.
Yeah.
So when I did, the only thing I had next to me was this.
I love that.
The 1905 bird.
Bendy Stitchy.
By Bendy Stitchy.
I
And
love
this
it.
is stitched on 36 count fog. And I was surprised.
My Picture This Plus?
Yes. Oh, is it from Picture This Plus? I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
So this is my progress. I did his red hair on top. What is that called?
His comb.
His comb. And then I did all that confetti stitching red, which we were watching an action film, and it's like I could hear what was going on, but I couldn't look because this was a lot to do. But I'm really excited. Now I can just fill in all the rest of that as another color. So all of this is another color that I won't even have to count.
I love it.
So I looked at it and I thought, well, it's here. So
it's so cool and quirky.
It's very
quirky.
Great. And like I said, I have a mache bird with these colorings that I'm going to match it to. Excuse me. So I spent a little time on that. And then I too started something new. I picked up all those things. And then I don't know what I was doing. Oh, I was trying to find my yellow submarine pattern. That was hiding deep.
But in honor of America.
Yeah. This just caught my eye.
I've never seen it before.
Well, I had purchased it as a delightful delivery, and I was kind of embarrassed to say, and then I got this, and then I got that, and then I got this, so I set it aside. So it was delivered a while back. But it's by the Calico Confectionary. And it wasn't a download. No, because it's on cardstock, so I wouldn't have printed it that. It just has 4 colors.
Cool.
And I went and I got...
And it's got whoops.
Love the whoops. Lots of counting, very tiny pattern. I don't know if I'm gonna... how much I'll be able to do without enlarging it. This is stitched on 28 count, new khaki Lugana. I am in love. Jane, it doesn't wrinkle.
Oh, that would be...
I'm actually using, yep, it is true, 3 strands. Now,
do you want the white one?
nope, I'm good. 3 strands, and I thought that's going to be a struggle. But you know what? It just must be the holes are so welcoming that it's not a struggle. And I'm really enjoying, am I on?
Yeah.
Really enjoying the process of stitching with these multiple threads. Now on the 32 count I was struggling with 2, and this is 28 count, and 3 should technically be a struggle,
I love
but
the
it's not.
blue and the red. Perfect.
Yeah, and the colors are very simplistic. Blue, red, a gold, and the lettering is in a gray. So very excuse me. So I love it. I was really having fun with
fabric.
that. I forgot how nice that was. And I thought, no, I'm gonna do that.
Very nice.
Yeah. So I have to check my list too, because I've got so many
I should probably eat the rest of this so we don't get fabric in it.
Yeah, I don't want to have so she's doing this for you, so we can
I
go
do it for y'all.
Yeah. And I did lots of fobs. I ran out of free fobs, and I think like 5 episodes I said, when I'm done, I'm done. No. I think
Let's roll that tape back.
they're just, it's just a comfort for me.
Yeah.
I don't, when I'm overwhelmed, I just sit and play with beads like you would color.
There are worse things to play with when you're stressed.
Didn't have the cake made, that would have been disastrous. Would have had that sat down with. So that's that. Now Hardinger, right?
Yeah. Why don't you start with your Hardinger?
Okay. Well,
I'm a little busy right now.
my Hardinger isn't anything I can show, but I can tell you about it because it took up a lot of stitching time. I actually came to a final design for my beginning class, and I charted that all out, which was a struggle because charting, I haven't done it in several years, but I charted it, and then it's going to go in a box, I'll tell you that much. And I got all the cross stitch done, which was a lot of cross stitch around it, but it's so cool because I was working with 25 count Lugana for the Hardinger, and then the cross stitch I was not going to do over 1 because I'm not going to do that to my own self, let alone anyone who comes to the class. But I used 2 strands on 12.5 count. So, but I liked
saw it yesterday when we were pre-gaming. It's beautiful.
I must say,
beautiful.
It turned out just how I hoped. I knew what I kind of pictured in my head, but until you get in and work with the dynamics of doing cross stitch with Hardinger, cross stitch is over an even amount of threads and Hardinger's over an odd. So there is a mathematical struggled to it, but I got it figured out. All I have now I'm ready to do is the cut work, the cut and wrap, and then I'll finish the box, and I hope to have it finished to show the model next week. I'll talk with Justine. Hi, Justine. And we'll get it ready, so if anyone's interested in taking a class, then all of it will be, the model will be able to show, and we'll have the class priced out. The dates have been scheduled.
I'm so excited for everybody.
Yeah, I
For the
didn't
class.
think I'd want to teach again, and I'm like, well, I know this stuff. I have a shaky hand and sometimes don't remember too well. Better take some memory pills, right? So,
Or just
or
eat more
another,
cake.
eat another piece of cake. So, so did you finish it? We can move on now.
Oh, no, wait a minute. What?
Jane,
There's frosting on here.
what is your middle name again? Marie? Jane Marie? What is your middle name? I'm gonna call her Louise. Jane Louise. So there's a testimonial to the cake. Ladies and gentlemen, it is plate looking good. I just...
Oh, like you all have never done it.
Oh no, I never have. Later, dude.
I'm glad I can represent the masses then.
Would you like a napkin? I know you have a sleeve, but maybe. Oh my
Thank you.
gosh, you're welcome. Oh my God, I can't believe this.
Do you want me to show my Hardinger?
Yes, I do. Now on all of that licking and stuff, I lost my list. Now what do I do? Where did it go? Did you
I
take
ate
it?
it.
Oh, I found it. Okay, we can go on now. I found my list. Yes, what did you do for
You found
Hardinger?
your list. I lost my Hardinger.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
here it is. What a disaster.
We're done with the recipes. We'll put that down there.
Okay, as a reminder,
Yes.
I am doing the long monster version of Sophie. This is one of Julie's designs. And I am stitching it on 28 count platinum cashel linen using 8 and 12 DMC cotton in the color 822. I don't think I'd mentioned
In the
that
year of
in a while.
2023.
In the year of our Lord, 2023.
There are a lot of numbers are thrown around there.
And
Oh, it's coming right along.
I well, she's a little unwieldy.
Do you need assistance?
I did.
Oh, good Lord.
What are they?
What are you trying
Wait a
to
minute.
show?
Wait.
You have to show what you've done.
Well,
That show what you're gonna
Is
do.
that the goal?
I don't know.
I did. I finished this
Now you are
or this, depending on which way I held it last time.
so.
But I finished. I cut and wrapped one of these.
So you're truly at the
sections.
halfway.
People can't see it. It's on my belly right here.
So you
Here.
truly are at the halfway mark then, right? For wrap.
I don't know. I really
Let's
don't
just
know.
say you're not done.
Far from.
Let me see.
So
Yes, you are. You're beyond the half. I still think if we drop this, we should be gone.
So
what are you gonna do
So
next?
there's a section here. That is the plain wrap,
Where the all
Here.
the way around. Okay.
and then this is plain wrap,
Yep.
and then all of these are plain wrap with perfect picots.
That's right. That's right. It'll
so-
be fine.
She says maniacally, "It'd be fine." So that's what I did, and I actually did it on Hardinger Hump Day.
You did. Did I wish you a happy hump day? This week has been a jam.
No.
I'm sorry.
Somebody wished me a happy Hardinger Hump Day.
I think I wished you like a happy Monday and Tuesday. Isn't that good enough? Save me.
Go on. Okay. Just go on with whatever you were going to say.
I can't do this anymore.
Well, God, you hyped me up with like a pre-game stuck piece of cake. And then I ate that entire cake because you know when you put it in front of me, I can't stop myself. So
well, the pre-game was just a little sliver to cut off the edge because you don't show and you don't serve
was
the
there
edge
sugar
piece.
in that?
Yeah.
Okay. Was there sugar in
3
the...
cups. Well, no, 1.5 cups of brown, 1.5 cups of white. So, whatever that equivalent is in diabetic world. Too much.
Coma coming in 3, 2. Take it away, Julie.
I know. I always used to tell Tom, when you wake up from that sugar coma, it's going to be a brand new day.
Holy Hannah. Okay, this is terrible, you guys. But not this week, but last week. I didn't have dinner the night before because I just wasn't hungry. Didn't eat breakfast. And then about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I ordered a sandwich. A big sandwich.
Okay.
I ate the
From
entire...
the big ass sandwich store?
Yes.
Okay.
I ate the entire thing plus a bag of chips. Went into my 3 o'clock meeting. I could not stay awake. I was fighting to stay awake. And I didn't have to share my screen and type notes or anything, but I was like a key contributor to the meeting. Like people waited 2 weeks to get on my calendar. I fell asleep during the meeting. I mean, you were passed out.
It was a sandwich snooze you took.
Oh, it was terrible. And then, you know, I don't know how long I was asleep, and I jolted awake, and the WebEx had ended. How long? Is it still the same? It was terrible.
Oh my gosh. Note to self, you have to have breakfast. That's the most important meal of the day. I have to have breakfast. Even if it's...
It makes me nauseous to eat in the morning.
It does with my daughter too. She has to eat past 10 o'clock.
Yeah, I mean, I can start eating at 11 and then just eat until, I guess, I pass out.
Well, I'm glad you're with us.
And there's another thing that I want to say. This is a public service announcement for y'all. I wish I had typed it up so that you could take a screenshot.
I don't know what she's going to say.
Funyuns are of the devil. Those are the devil's snack. Stay away from them. I had never had a Funyun in my entire life till we went up to the North Shore in April. My sister, you know, she contributed. She brought a bunch of snacks and stuff. So one day we're all eating and she's kindly making everybody sandwiches. And does anybody want chips? Okay, yeah, I'll take a small handful. And they were Funyuns. And after 2, I don't know what happened. The bag was empty. Well, I thought I had learned my lesson. But somehow this week when groceries came, there were more of them.
They multiplied. They found you. They found your city address.
There were 2 party-size bags. And within a few hours, there was only 1 party-size bag left.
I've had them once.
I told Nick, hide them. Put them in the basement or something. I can't be trusted.
My girls like them. And I think I had maybe 1 or 2 and then realized that could be like a red flag snack, so I never did. And don't they rip your mouth up too, or is that just Catherine?
If you eat them fast enough, they don't. I mean, I think if you actually took the time to chew them, they might cut up the roof of your mouth.
You have to slow your roll, and then that's where the injury
I'm like, how many licks to the center of a Tootsie Pop? 1, 2. Oh, that's gone. Yeah.
Wow.
You would actually have to chew them.
Did we start our first video off topic? Oh no, we had a script for our first video.
Yeah.
So
and
now
we need to go back. You just hand me the talking points and I'll just read from them.
Well, see, mine says Hardinger charted, created, stitched model. Yeah. What does yours say? Oh, you like yours says
Mine
Funyuns?
says this.
Hers says Funyuns, lick the plate. Okay, so now, let's get back. What are we on to now?
I think we're on to the delightful deliveries.
No, finishes.
Oh, I don't have any finishes.
You don't have any finishes?
No.
Oh, well.
Julie, do you have finishes?
Bummer.
Bummer. I do.
I do.
Oh my.
Let me just tell you, I was so hooked with this Little Red Schoolhouse sampler. Oh my gosh. I finished it. Jane's clipping it in place. Isn't it cute? Oh my God.
It is very sweet.
I can't wait. Well, I can wait because I'm going to finish it as a pillow, so there's learning involved. But I stitched it with 103 silk, color 524 red, and look at how much it took.
Oh, wow.
It really surprised me. I'm down to seeing the white. Love it. Love it. And I don't know which was more fun, stitching it with the 103 silks, or after every thread length cut of new thread, putting this back in my case and clicking it.
Whatever.
And I did click it each time. Tom's like, are you going to click it?
Like a ceremony.
Yeah, I know. He goes, are you going to click it each time? And I'm like, yeah. There was just something about, just like I need new thread. Wait, open it up. And then I cut the length and I put it back in and I click it. Except for after fobs, this was a little hard to work. I don't have much pressure.
Oh, it's beautiful.
So it says 1862 at the bottom, and I wasn't going to put that in because it's a dumb reason. Because I didn't want Bella to think that's the year I was born. That's when I graduated from school. So I thought I don't want to put that there, maybe. But when I finished it, I'm like, yeah, it needs it. Because what am I going to put there? A button? I thought, no. But it's like...
Oh, it's beautiful. Yep. Even though I'm not a red fan, I might have to do it. Because I don't think it would be the same in blue.
Well, because no one went to a little blue schoolhouse. There is something to that. But who really knows what they did in 1862? I
hope you haven't offended all of the viewers out there that have gone to little blue schoolhouses.
Are there really little blue schoolhouses? You stoop. Okay, so here's the thing. 1862. Okay.
The beginning of the Civil War.
You know what else I finished? Okay, this one was 1861. So they stitched a lot in 1861 and 1862. Remember?
You framed it?
Yeah. Okay.
I wish I had saved cake.
Why? In celebration? Okay. I finished the Red Deer sampler, and then I had it framed. I went to my frame guy, and he helped me pick out a frame. Now, of course, there's a yeah, but story. Remember I told you, Jane?
I think there should be.
And I have to preface it. You know how you go, oh, I did this, yeah, but it should have been this, or yeah, but I should have used that, or yeah. Well, the frame I had picked out really pulled and made the lighter tans and beiges pop. It was gorgeous. Well, my guy called and said, frame molding that you chose is a lighter color, and he said it'll be the end of August before I can get the molding. And I'm like, no, I'm not waiting that long. This is hot off the presses. I want to get it done. Look at the corner. We just wanted to show the corner of the frame there like that because it looks like pounded leather.
Mm-hmm.
with a touch of gold. And so I picked it up and I told Jane.
Let me just hold it for the people.
Okay, so I told Jane, I'm so disappointed once I picked the frame up and I saw how dark brown it was, because I knew the other one was lighter. And she said, I think it'll be fine. And I think that's why I didn't want to frame it, because it wasn't what I had played up in my mind.
It's perfect.
But then, now that I've looked at it for 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks, maybe more, I told Jane the other frame looked like it was made for the stitched piece. Oh, you've got a really cool frame to match the stitching. This one is like, oh my God, that frame looks like it's from 1861.
Yeah, antique-y.
Yeah.
Oh, I think it's perfect.
Yeah, so now I'm very happy
beautiful,
with it.
Julie.
Damn near killed me to stretch it. Man, that was a lot of stretching. So I'll put a picture of this when it's hanging in its foster home, because remember, this is going to go on my red sampler wall when I have multiple samplers. So
and explain to me again why it can't just hang there by itself and be
because I have this really pretty sampler centered over the settee that's striped. You know, the little couch that my family can't sit on.
Except Stella.
Yeah.
The dog.
So I have it centered over that. So what am I going to do with this one and then the little 12 by 14 one? How do I put them? You know, put this one above it? To me, in my eye, it's going to look dumb. So I wanted to get a couple more red things stitched so I could lay them out to kind of make a better collage over the sofa. So it's home.
Can't it just be like a puzzle?
No.
Okay.
Who do you think you're talking to?
I forgot.
I have to have my anchor pieces.
It's like a garden. You're never really done. You put plants in and then, I'm going to move this over here.
Well, that's true, but that's outside. That's not where I walk all the time and see it all the time. And, you know, the window, I can pull it and not see the garden at that plant. My plants know where to come up. They know if I put you there, you better stay there. If you show up over here, you're gone. So,
oh, it's a little harsh.
It is. I'm kind of like that. I'm not as nice as you. So, the red deer will be above my red cabinet as its foster home.
It'll be beautiful there.
Yep. I think it's a little big, but I think I can live with it there. And that's where it'll stay lovingly. I need to do some antiquing and find some new stuff to put on there. So.
Can you imagine, though, having the privilege of walking by that every day?
Oh,
I mean,
know.
It's amazing.
I know. It's going to be fun to see it.
I just walk by my whip pile every day.
Well, we changed this up for America.
And I do have a lot of framing to do.
Yes, because you've got like 5 frames.
5 or 6 pieces.
Picked up. So we're going to do a couple of nights. I'm going to come over.
Force me to pin.
Yeah. Well, we need to take some time for ourselves too. So a little red schoolhouse and the red deer sampler, and so now what are we at? We're at Delightful Deliveries. Oh, this will be fun. Did you have any delightful deliveries?
I have one delightful delivery. I have this amazing Buckleberry quilt bag. Again, thank you, Judy.
Love it.
I also have a couple of The Devil Made Me Do It very decadent purchases from Buckleberry Quilts, but I'm going to save those for a future episode.
The future?
I would have gotten them out today, but we had a lot to talk about, and I put them in a safe place, and I can't really easily reach the safe place, but at least they're not in the basement. At least I know that much, they're not in the basement.
You nabbed them off the kitchen table right post-delivery.
Yeah. My delightful delivery is my June Color and Cotton, and this is 36 count Coral Canyon, and it's this beautiful shade of kind of a corally.
It does remind you of a seashell. You know how it's like pearl.
It's beautiful.
Oh, the colors.
I wish you could get the true color
on
camera. That's a little closer. Just beautiful. And then the
Oh, those colors.
The June neutral thread colors came.
Are
and they're
they
also
not
beautiful.
just yummy?
Yeah. This is one of my favorite sets.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
So yeah,
Beautiful.
those are my delightful deliveries.
Fun. We got one really do I am? Well, I'll do this delightful delivery first. These were delivered. Oh, they're heavy. This is yours, Jane. Aren't these fun? And this one's mine.
Look.
And then the bottoms. Look at how fun the bottoms are. So,
Oh,
might
perfect.
be stitchy stuff, might be snacks. Shall we see what's inside? Oh, mine are. Oh my God. And mine are, since it's my birthday, chocolate covered almonds. I only have like 3 a day. I'm just going to pace myself.
Wait, you'll be into another odd year before you finish those. Oh.
Aren't they fun? So they're vinyl.
Yeah.
They're lined with, they're completely lined with black, like wipeable, offable fabric.
Yeah, in case your chocolate melts.
Or if you actually put makeup in it. I mean, or anything. The reason why I said makeup is because she has some on her site that says might be makeup,
Might be snacks.
might be snacks.
But this is the collaboration with our loyal viewer and friend, Catherine.
My daughter.
And this is where you can find all kinds of great things. Some Running with Stitches merchandise. There are a few different.
Or we could say running with scissors.
What did I say?
Running with stitches. I'm just clear, since we're fact-based. Running with scissors. We refer to it as
Okay, you
RWS.
you explain it.
No.
'Cause my brain is short circuited.
Running with Scissors merchandise, the hat, the mugs, these stitchy bags, and she's got a few things of her own on there, shirts. The shirts are, she made these just for us, just for now. And you should have seen the look I got when I went into Kinko's. Hello!
Hi, Julie!
This is, I don't know if you're familiar with Bella Canvas. It's a printable shirt brand. This is, and I wanted a baseball tee. So this is one version. And just feel it's lightweight.
it's
It's
very
not like a
soft.
heavy, it's not like these, not like the Gildan heavy cotton.
Very soft.
But it's very soft and buttery. And this has, I'll try to hold it up. It has a black stamped. And this brand of shirt goes up to a 2X. And it fits me. They're available from extra small up to 2X, gray and black. There's like 3 different styles. So it's not just the black and white. And then the other one, the Gildan brand, this one has a white
Oh, I love it.
on it.
Love that.
And the
one.
Gildan brand, this comes in different colors. I can't remember what color. You went on this morning to look.
I just looked at the hat.
Yeah, I can't remember what color variations they come in. And these go up to a 5X. So they'll, from extra small to 5X comes in the Gildan. This is very heavy. A nice,
Very
heavy
nice.
cotton. So she just thought that would be a fun way. And then the hats are black with white stitching.
Charcoal gray with black,
Yep.
and then white with black.
And then black with,
I just saw the charcoal gray and the white.
and the white, is that what we did? I can't remember. But log on if you want. And if you choose to order, doesn't matter. It's just something that we're doing for fun. They will come as they're created. So if you order multiple things, don't expect it all to come.
You might have multiple delightful
You will
deliveries.
have multiple delightful deliveries. So it's just a new thing that she has started. Of course, new for us, but I thought it was something really fun.
Yeah.
So we're really excited. And it's kind of a good way to mark our 1 year anniversary.
And 4,000 subscribers.
Yes.
I thought for sure it would be like 16 or 17, and most of them would be my family.
Yeah.
And I'd have to bribe them.
Well, I
So-
just can't believe it. And it's
awesome,
and
you guys.
it's really fun, and thank you very much. It gives me, I think if I had retired and not done anything, what would I be doing? Eating cake. But it gives me a focus, something to look forward to doing and creating
And your comments are so encouraging and so
Yes.
kind.
Yep.
And we just can't thank you enough.
And I wanted to say too, if you find that your comment wasn't liked with the heart, it's not that we didn't like it. It's our signal to each other.
That's Julie's way of going, Jane.
I'd like you to answer this if you can. Or it's the way we kind of, if it's a question to me and she sees it, she's not going to like it, because then I'll say, oh, I look at them, but it's just kind of a little signal. So don't be offended. It's in queue.
And I really would like to get back to the place where I can spend time responding to all of the comments.
Yeah. But it's time consuming.
Yeah, and I've taken on some now extra assignments at work. Hopefully it'll be less stressful.
But still time consuming.
But rest assured, we read all of them.
Yep.
And if you ask questions, we really try to
Mhm.
answer those. So thank you,
Yeah.
thank you, thank you
Yep,
so
thank
much.
you very much.
You're the best.
I had one thing that I didn't get to. So even though these were delightful deliveries, I forgot, speaking of having a squirrel moment, this one was hard to find. You seen it?
Oh, how cute.
It's Autumn Acorn Gatherings by Brenda Gervais with thy needle and thread. Look at the little squirrels. Aren't they cute?
The apron and like the
I know.
overalls.
It's a
just
cross
kills me.
between the fascination of the art crows. Who are they?
Ida Mae and Ira Ray.
Yeah, and the little robins. I just think they're so cute.
Oh my gosh.
And
his tie.
And the way
everybody.
Tom, since he's been retired, he takes it upon himself to be like the Lord of the Squirrels at home. He tells him, "What's that one doing here? Get back to your own neighborhood." I go, "How do you know he's from a different neighborhood?" So
That's squirrel profiling.
yeah, yes it is.
Yeah.
I would like to stitch these, so that's going to be one. And then, just because, okay, I'll show this first. Hot off the press. That's where I went to get my color copy, because this is a download.
Word.
This is going to go on my red sampler wall all year round, even though it's Dasher and Dancer. But Jane, look at that. I've got to be crazy.
Wow.
So this is a delivery I got. Look at what I'm doing it in. That
Hobby House. Press.
gorgeous 103. It's the
Gosh, I have to answer. Wow.
524. That red
It's
is
perfect.
just amazing. And it matches the reds in my living room. And it's going to take like 3. I did try to do the thread conversion, because it actually said,
how many skeins and how
Yep.
many yards.
but I don't know the fabric yet. We'll have to do a fabric day.
Yeah.
I can't even remember how big it is. But I went.
Do you know?
and
Do you want to do it on 32 or 40 or 36?
I will do it on 30. Don't do that.
Sorry.
Mom, I got an instant pain in my head when you said 40. It was like a dagger to my temple.
Sorry.
Wait, I gotta recover. Oh my gosh. Does anyone else smell burnt toast? Oh man, Jane. No, I will do 36.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Depending on how much you need. I probably have some.
You've got a
that
lot
will
of
work.
neutrals.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so I can pick one out and then I'll do payback.
Or yeah, whatever.
So, but the red.
That'll be
Oh my
gorgeous.
gosh! So that was everything. And my bin is empty.
Our
But
bins
as
are
Jan
empty,
was,
but
our
our hearts are full.
Yes, yes. So, how much fun was this?
That was a lot of fun.
So we're gonna have to order lunch, but a light lunch, because we still have to have cake. Or we could have cake for lunch.
Do you mean I have to eat another piece of cake?
Well, later, by the time we get this uploaded
It's too
and
bad.
done stuff, so. Or I could save it for you.
Yes.
Right? I think we're done.
I think we are done.
I don't even know how long we are.
We're still recording,
Yeah.
so that's the main thing. So we'll be back in a couple of weeks. It might be a day earlier because there are some life events where we've got conflicts and dates.
Yep.
But we'll be back in a couple of weeks. And until then, please always remember to give yourself one more day. I know sometimes it's hard. Summer is hard for me because of my limited mobility, and I think there are probably others in my shoes. And during the winter, you're all locked up together and the playing field is a little more even. And then in the spring and the summer, all your loved ones kind of are out doing their thing, and it can be like a little isolating. So I've struggled with that the last few weeks of kind of feeling isolated and left behind. No one gets left behind here.
Nope.
We just won't let it happen. So, give yourself one more day, just one more, and then another one after that, and then another one after that. If I can do it, you can do it. Honestly.
Me too.
And let's pinky swear like we always do that we will string all of those one more days together and meet back here again in a couple of weeks for another adventure together. And until then, we wish you nothing but the best. Health and happiness and the abundance of all of the things that make you happy. So until next time, happy stitching, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Just thank you so much. Here we go. Oh, wrong side. Didn't even get the right side of the button. Does that
You
click?
can do it, Julie.
Did that click even count? Let's
No.
see. No, we have to just wait.
Okay.
God only knows. Are you okay? Here we go.
I might need the cake plate back
Well,
in case I have to lick it.
we're really in trouble if this little thing doesn't pop up. Cut out on us last time. Shall we sing? Hello, hello.
Farewell, goodbye, auf Wiedersehen to you, and you, and you, and you, and you, and you.